They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Groupers ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge.
Turning on the Jets. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The Groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Offense in a split backfield. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Groupers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoe shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Snagged in the middle, it's Fletcher. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
There he goes. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He's got it on the run. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. To the air, it's Beck. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Make them sweat it all. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We